Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 and yet another video on combining Courseplay and Autodrive. So this has been recorded with Courseplay 7.0.0.28 and Autodrive version 4 for FS22. I think it's 2.004, something like that. The latest versions that are available as of the 9th of February anyway. And today we're going to look at running really focusing on Forage Wagons. So they added the capability for Forage Wagons to work in Courseplay a few versions ago, and I'm now just getting around to doing a video. Now I think in the past I've kind of spoken about using a mower on the front to trick Courseplay into doing it, and you can still do the option of running a mower on the front and doing it all in one pass, and Autodrive will still work with that as well, and then run the tractor back to the bunker. But for the sake of scale and because it looks slightly cooler, we're going to run a big M going around to mow on Courseplay, and then we've got the it's a T8 with the big forage wagon on the back and the bunker just there. So let's first get the big M going on Courseplay doing our mowing. A, because we need some grass to pick up, and B, because we want the course. So just going to toggle that on to sorting mode and then pull forwards a bit, because I want to start the course a bit further around the field just because it will make it easier with the forage wagon. And then we'll go into the helper menu and create a job. Standard Courseplay stuff really at this point. So I think I'm happy with both of those, to be honest. You can see it's selected the outside of our field with a white boundary, so we'll open the course generator. We'll do 2 headlands. We'll start on headland. We'll do them as smooth. The overlap, actually we'll bump the overlap up just to try and miss a bit less, and not too worried about a field margin. So I think that is good. We are on up down in the center, so we will generate the course. And yeah, that looks okay. So let's close that, and we're on first waypoint, so we can start that job. He should get going, and we need to save the course. So I'm going to create a new folder for this. So if we do create folder and video forage wagon, and then to save the course we click save course, we click the folder we want it to be in, and then we give it a name, and that's that bit done. So the mower is now going to run off and mow the field for us. So the mower is off and running. There might be a slightly unsmooth cut there. I had to stop the recording for a minute, so apologies if it's not the neatest cut in the world there. We need to get into Autodrive now and get ourselves a little route set up to get us to tip in the bunker. So we are going to bring up edit mode. We're going to click on record, and we're going to drop ourselves a waypoint for our grass field, and then we're going to drive forwards and loop round, and we need to get ourselves so that we can back in to the bunker silo. You can use this on a drive-through silo, and for a drive-through silo you basically just put a course straight through the middle of the silo, and Courseplay will tip along the length of the drive-through silo. But I like the U-shaped silo, so we'll pull forwards to about here, nice straight run, then back in to the bunker. Autodrive will handle the fact that you've changed from forwards to reverse. Straight as we can, and then I'm going to come back and drop the waypoint marker. That will do. So we'll change in to forwards again, and just pull out and then link back up to the original end of the course. This is a bit that I often kind of rush in my videos, so we're going to stop. We're going to click the record button to stop recording. We then left click on the last point and left click on the point we want to join it to. So we need to go and create our waypoint in the bunker next. the big M's done its first headland. So we are, the waypoint we're going to create is on the point that the little red line points to, and we'll just call that bunker. So at the moment I have found that Autodrive is doing that thing with bunker silos where it will reverse in, tip, pull out, and then reverse back in and then drive off. And my usual tricks for getting that to stop happening are not working at the moment, so yeah, that's a little bit annoying. I'll hook back up to the Forage wagon, and then we need to load up the Courseplay course, so we'll just hit escape, scroll up to the Courseplay course menu, select the folder, load course, click on the course. So, and we want Courseplay to be set on first waypoint. We then need to set Autodrive up, and we want it on pick up and deliver mode. We are going to pick up from the grass field and deliver to the bunker, and we are collecting grass. Take it off edit mode, we want to click on the Courseplay icon to enable Courseplay, and then we will click go on Autodrive, and off we go. We should drive to the first waypoint on the Courseplay course and start filling. And then I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to the point where the tractor is full, and we'll see what happens from there. So it's going to take a while to fill up, and you don't need to watch it drive around a Courseplay course, so I will be back with you in a moment. But we're about 90% full now, so it should be fairly quick to get to the point where we need to unload. And it looks like we might be quite nicely timed for being around near the bunker, which is awesome. And yeah, we are now heading off to the bunker, which is quite cool. The big M has finished the headlands and is on the up-down rows. Hopefully we won't collide with each other. But if I put the markers back up, we should see us drive to our point on the grassfield point, so that the waypoint that we dropped. Sorry, I'm mumbling again. The tractor will drive to the start waypoint, and then it will loop round to the bunker point and tip in to the silo. And they seem to have improved the silo tipping again. There was a version of Autodrive where I thought it was a bit flaky. That may have been operator error as well. But it now does seem to quite nicely back its way right into the bunker and tip. Assuming we have got our course set up properly. So as with the some of the other videos I've done, although I test these things, I don't keep the pre-recorded course Autodrive course, so that I don't just load it up and say, hey, this is Autodrive, it's awesome. If the one that I create when I'm recording the video needs a bit of tweaking, you'll see me tweak it in real time. And this is a fairly simple course, thankfully, so yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Should now just back right into the bunker and tip. So yeah, still would be really nice to have one of Courseplay or Autodrive have a pit leveling compacting function. That would be really nice. And we are very slowly reversing in. Once you've seen this working, what I'll probably do is throw it into a time lapse and just put some commentary over the top of the things that are going on as we run through getting a few loads of silage, or a few loads of grass into the pit for silage. I'm not going to bother showing the whole field because, you know, once you've seen it a couple of times, you'll get the idea of how it works. But this is a good feature for me for Autodrive and Courseplay working together. I quite like using this option for getting silage in the bunker. With where we are at the moment in the game, if you've got a big silaging operation going on, it gives you the opportunity to manage the pit once it gets a bit fuller. This is also a little bit like the big corn silage harvest they did, but obviously it's making use of the fact that Courseplay can now use forage wagons. So yeah, we'll drive back to the grassfield point, and then we should loop round to our last waypoint on the Courseplay course. Yeah, if you've got ideas for other Courseplay videos you would like to see, drop them in the comments. I'm planning to do one on offset tools. So someone asked for one on using mowers, and let's just turn off the edit mode again to get rid of that line. Someone asked for a course on offer a video on using Courseplay with mowers, and most of that's kind of normal. So what I think I'm going to do is actually a Courseplay video on using offset tools, so you've got things like plows and stuff as well, and how to set those up. I think was probably a useful video, depending on how well Courseplay now plays with plows. Previous versions didn't like rotating plows, so we'll see how that goes. You will also see that we miss little bits in the corner. That's the price you pay for not actually having to be sat in the tractor. We're just sat in it watching because it lets us get some nice footage for a video. So yeah, I think at this point we'll throw a time lapse on, and future me will be with you to do a bit of commentary over the top as we progress through getting a few loads of grass in the bunker and hopefully not crashing into the Big M doing its mowing job. If we can get past this bit, we should be okay. So yeah, I'll bung it on a time lapse now. You can now just get into the kind of routine of letting Courseplay and Autodrive fill the bunker up for us. As I said, this is a really cool way to combine the two mods together, and if you're running a big farm, kind of essential probably for getting jobs done, unless you play on like ×1 and 28 a month or something. I was really pleased once we got this going properly. It was a reoccurring question on some of my videos, and certainly on the Courseplay GitHub, that why can't we use Forage, wagon, and they're a special type of vehicle or trailer, I think, and it wasn't quite so simple as people might have thought to integrate it, but works really well now. I'm really pleased with it. I did have a couple of problems early on as I was working out how to get it to all work together, but it seems really smooth now. And something I missed as I did the first load is actually the Courseplay, well, the Autodrive course that I have set up this time is pulling straight out of the bunker, so I need to try and look at what I was doing differently on the other ones that stopped it doing that. Yeah, it's working really well on here. Got the drone up now, get a little bit of footage from above just so you can see what it looks like. And what I would probably do if you had loads of grass is actually set up 2 routes into the bunker and then alternate them so that you get a more even dumping in the bunker. Set one to back up along one side and one to back up along the other. And that will just, if you've got a lot of grass or silage going in there, that will really help with that. If you watch my West Texas videos, you will have seen I did that on the huge open bunkers that they have on there. I actually had 4 courses that drove through the open pits on there, that then meant that the silage was spread right across the bunker rather than just being concentrated down one very narrow strip. Definitely something to think about if you're doing a big pit. Set up a couple of courses into. I did it on whole mob as well, on the last big corn silage harvest I did on there. So both in 19, but the principle still applies. So if you want to see a little bit of that in action, check those 2 videos out. If I can work out how to do it, I'll do some of those cool cardy things that people do in YouTube videos, and they'll be in the corner. I'm still not very good at YouTubey stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to show you too much more of this because I think you get the idea. So if you found this useful and you're watching and you're one of the 70% of you that aren't subscribed, click the subscribe button please, turn on likes and turn on notifications. I don't think you can turn on likes, but once you've done that, you're going to hit the like button, aren't you? You're not going to smash it, we don't break them here, and leave me a comment and I'll catch you next time.